when the noise of the world fades and you are left with the quiet of your own soul. That is when His presence becomes clearest. In the stillness, in the moments between responsibilities and distractions, God is near. Not only in the grand events or the mountaintop moments, but in the breath between words, the pause before a thought, the silence at the end of a long day. He is there. You don't have to strive or prove anything to feel Him. You simply have to be, to sit in the quiet, to open your heart and say, "Here I am." And in that quiet, you'll hear the whisper, not with your ears, but with your soul, that says, "I am with you." The presence of God is not something we chase. It's something we open ourselves to. And the more you practice stillness, the more familiar His nearness becomes. His peace doesn't demand attention. It just waits, gently, always present, always patient. Even now, as you listen, He is with you. There is a sacred simplicity in recognizing God's presence in the ordinary. It is not reserved for churches or sacred mountains, but woven into the fabric of every moment. When the morning light spills across your room, He is there. When the soft breeze brushes your skin, He is near. Each heartbeat, each breath, each step you take carries the quiet evidence of His care. Often, we look for grand signs, forgetting that God delights to meet us in the simple, the unnoticed, the everyday. His love is not hidden. It is waiting in plain sight for the heart that is willing to see. Even the struggles, even the uncertainties, even the restless waiting are places where His presence can be found. You do not need to understand everything. You simply need to trust that He is with you, loving you through every second. As you walk through today, let every small moment remind you, you are not alone. Sometimes the pace of life blinds us to what is always present. The tasks, the noise, the endless movement can numb our awareness of Him. But even when we forget, even when we rush past the sacred moments, God does not leave. His presence is steady, like a gentle hand resting on your shoulder, unnoticed until you pause long enough to feel its weight. He is patient, waiting not for your perfection, but for your attention. Slow down, breathe. In every breath, His Spirit sustains you. In every sigh, His mercy envelops you. You are never walking through your days unaccompanied, even when it feels like silence is all you hear. Silence is not His absence. It is His invitation. In the quiet spaces between your hurried thoughts, He is speaking words of love, strength, and hope. Listen not with your mind racing ahead, but with your spirit resting in the now. If you feel God's whisper today, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to hear more. There is a beauty in realizing that God's presence is not something we earn. but something we are freely given. It is not tied to our performance or the strength of our prayers. It is His gift, constant and faithful. Even on the days when doubts creep in, when your heart feels heavy and distant, His nearness remains unchanged. You do not have to manufacture closeness with God. You simply have to remember that it already exists. Like the sun hidden behind clouds, His love and presence never truly leave. Open your heart again, even if it feels small, even if it feels fragile. Offer Him the reality of where you are, not where you wish you were. God meets you in truth, not illusion. In your honest moments of weakness, He is closer than ever. Lean into the truth that you are already held, already seen, already loved, right here, right now. To live aware of God's presence is to live anchored in hope. It changes the way you see the world around you. Ordinary places become sacred spaces. Simple conversations carry unseen grace. Every challenge transforms into an opportunity to trust deeper, to love more fully, to rest more completely in Him. Awareness is not about striving harder. It is about softening your heart, slowing your steps, and remembering who walks beside you. Even when fear tries to take hold, even when uncertainty clouds your way, His steady hand never lets you go. His peace is not the absence of trouble. It is the calm assurance that no trouble is greater than His love. Let His nearness be the melody that plays underneath every moment of your day. Let it shape your words, your thoughts, your choices, because every moment lived with Him is a moment lived fully alive. In every sunrise, in every quiet breath before sleep, God is whispering the same unchanging truth. I am here. No distance can diminish His closeness. No failure can cancel His love. Every moment, no matter how ordinary or unnoticed by the world, is sacred because He is present within it. You were made to walk with Him, to dwell in His nearness, to live each heartbeat aware that you are deeply known and deeply loved. Let your spirit grow quiet enough to hear the steady voice of His presence. Let your heart become soft enough to feel His gentle leading. This is not a journey you walk alone. In every joy and every sorrow, every question and every answer, He remains. Faith is not about feeling Him every second. It is about trusting that He is always there, even now, even here, always.